Very good. My name is Gardner. I am bar manager here at Finca in Salt Lake City. We Spanish-style tapas and cocktails restaurant. Today we are going to talk about one of the drinks on our cocktail list called the Up to Date. Kind of an older drink, I think somewhere around 1960, 1970, out of the book by Hugo Enslins. I believe it's called How to Make Drinks. Interestingly enough, this one is going to be rye whiskey, and in the actual book it does not specify what type of sherry to use, but it does require sherry and Grand Marnier, so very much a play on kind of the old school Manhattan. Very, very early Manhattans in early texts you'd find oftentimes whiskey, usually a Canadian whiskey, a sweet vermouth, and very often some Grand Marnier. So this is just a kind of a play on a Manhattan called the Up to Date. This is 1.5 ounces of rye whiskey. We're using the Bullet rye. And then after that, since we are a Spanish restaurant, we do love putting sherry in our drinks. We have the Hidalgo Barón Oloroso sherry. Olorosos tend to be a little bit richer. They've been exposed to a little bit more oxygen, so they tend to have more color and have a richer, kind of nuttier flavor. 1/4 ounce of Grand Marnier into the cocktail, and then a couple dashes of Angostura bitters, bartender salt and pepper, basically. At this point, we will ice down our mixing glass and get ready for the stir. As we mentioned before, anytime you are working with straight, clear spirits, you'll want to stir your cocktail. You do need to stir a fair amount as well. You want to dilute the drink to a certain degree. You also want to bring it down to temperature. Water is an ingredient in cocktail, and that water comes from ice melt. So once you get it to the temperature that you want, it should be at about appropriate dilution. This is an up drink, so we again will serve it in a chilled cocktail. If you make these drinks at home, any sort of a cocktail glass or up glass will do. It's great to keep them in the freezer if you can. If not, ice your glass down before you start making the drink, because it will help keep your drink colder longer. You spend all that time trying to make sure that the drink has no air bubbles and it remains nice and silky. So if you just splash it into the glass at this point, that kind of defeats the purpose. So you want to introduce it nice and slowly, keep the texture, and then we'll finish off with a lemon peel. Use any sort of a vegetable peeler. I typically like the wide peelers, but we lost ours, so I'm using this one for the time being. It's a little bit trickier for me, but you want a nice, good, wide peel of lemon. Once you have that nice wide peel of lemon, you make sure that the oils, you can actually see the oils go right on top of the liquid. Once you have the lemon oils there, give it a little rim. Get some nice kind of floral lemon accents. Trim your peel up so it's just a bit more regimented. You can at this point twist it, perch it on the edge of the glass. Sometimes I just like to toss it right on in, a little bit more rustic. And that is the Up to Date.